opener in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Tennessee Titans.
Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Now a first down throw. Gone. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Shotgun snap for Gone. He gets it left side to Johnson. And a 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
And 5.
Play action. It's Goff. Steps away to his left. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion.
7-yard line.
Again, Goff. Being chased out left. And he's got some space here. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee.
Mix the score, Titans 7, Raiders 0. Sterling Hoffrichter set to kick off.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
start the drive. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
First down, Raiders.
Touchdown, Las Vegas.
A great play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7.
Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
And 10 at the 21-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Here's Goff. From left side complete. That's Johnson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get advantage that way.
But they run the option here on 1st and 10.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Goff. Escaping the pressure right. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And their foul is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
17-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
On a jet sweep, this is Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd down and 9.
Out of the gun. Goff. Buying time to his left. And he lost the football. It's loose. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
The tackle by Quan Alexander. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
7-7, our score after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas 1st down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Complete.
That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Gain on the play. And a Raider 1st down.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Again, the ball.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10. He's a reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right?
Yeah,
you'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And to give this time to the tailback. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. It inside the 10 to the 9. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the Titans' 12-yard line.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Raiders 21, Titans 7. Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. That's complete to Slayton. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line.
1st and 10.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now Goff on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And it is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down. They'll try to run with Breida. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in. Matt Breida with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Titans have made this a 1-score game.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the 1st half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
The pass.
4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Sterling Hoffrichter set to kick off.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Taken in the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
On first down, here's Breida. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. To throw is gone. That'll be complete to Breida. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Going right side here, and that's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Call that a very strong gain of 24. This is Breida. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow, knocked him for a loss.
On second and goal. Goff. That's complete. Right around the lane. And he will score. Touchdown. Titans. Darius Slayton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Set to kick off.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21-all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Dante Fowler, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. To be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. The throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A dime look defensively here for the Titans on 3rd. They'll find Metcalf. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
He'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 42. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first.
First down, Las Vegas.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
2nd and 4. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. One that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. He's at the 30.
How you like it now?
10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there. So go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. Zerline connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Sterling Walker set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. And this one is incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. This one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
It's 4th down.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. They run with Breida. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Matt Breida, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Raiders 21. Richter set to kick off.
Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
And 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2nd and 6.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. A throw, it's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Thirteen yards remaining on second down. this one to his running back out of the backfield. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The Raiders on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
Down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Breida. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Jalen Johnson up to make the tackle. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in. Right.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Darius Slayton with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns of 21 points.
Makes the score Titans 42, Raiders 21. Sterling Hoffrichter set to kick off.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now. Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. He'll drop to throw. Incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd down and 12. Looking to throw. We are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
Turnover on downs.
Now it's Breida. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run again with Breida. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Goff on 3rd down. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Goal at the 7-yard line.
Probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Loss on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
You can't get none of this.
22.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Tennessee, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, it's a rare misstep as they'll drop to 11-2 on the year. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on